Acharn Srisurang Poolthaupaya from Thailand to kindly speak. Acharn Srisurang.
สวัสดีค่ะ Namaste and all my thanks to the organizer who works in a team and especially Dr. Akhilesh Kumasta. And I'm very glad to be invited here because I have met many members of the Ramayana family that I have been meeting since 1984. And we share our thoughts, our dharma, and speaking of the language, almost the same language. We have the word kavi, dharma, and so many other words owing to the Ramayana. And it makes us all in one family, and I hope we will continue owing to this organization today, this year, who have gathered all the Ramayana scholars and lover of Ram together. Can I have asked Dr. Kittipong to show some of the paper that I have made. I won't show the pictures because Dr. Nonglak will show all that. So the important thing that I would like to convey to you about the Ramakien or the Thai Ramayana. Just now, Dr. Kittipong talked about the folk version and the legends, but now I'm talking about the authentic, the courtly version, the courtly work of the Ramakien. I must inform you that well, first of all, the Ramakien is the recomposition of the Ramayana by the Thai poets, not the translation. When I say Thai poets, it means that it's a gathering of many poets who helped to compose the Ramakien. And this work was supervised by the king, easily called King Rama I. He has his long name, but I won't bother you with. So this version or this composition is the most complete, telling the story from the beginning to the end. And the main theme remains the same, like Rama, who goes into exile in the forest accompanied by his wife Sita and his younger brother Lak. Totsakan, Ravana in the Ramayana. Totsakan takes Sita by force, and Rama has to make wars with Totsakan to regain her, and the war was made with the help of his army of monkeys. To this main theme, Thai poets retell the story in their own way, transforming it into a Thai story with Thai customs, beliefs, and Thai worldview. Buddhist thoughts are more prominent than Hinduism in the Ramakien. In the introduction, I will pass quickly that the Thai people have known the Ramayana since the time of Sukhothai kingdom. We don't say Thai kingdom, we call it by the name of the capital. So we have the period of Sukhothai kingdom and then Ayutthaya kingdom. Now we can say Bangkok kingdom, but it has a special long name, Krungthep Thawaravadi, and so on, meaning city of angels, but still known to others, the people like you as Bangkok, but the real name is Krungthep. And so far, because of wars and long time, the story have been lost a bit, and the real full story was made in the reign of King Rama I of the Bangkok period. King Rama the first Ramakien, I don't know how to push it. It doesn't matter now. You can read just that much is okay. To the main theme, the King Rama Ramakien have episodes added as the poet see fit. Names have been changed slightly to suit the Thai tongue. Buddhist thoughts and Dharma have been introduced to stretch the meaning of the story, that one must fight for the righteous cause, choose to side with the righteous king, and be loyal to him. One must curb one's passion. For example, Samanakha, or in the Ramayana, Shurpanakha, and Tosakan, Ravana, do not curb their passion. The former is mutilated, and the latter faces great loss and dies by Rama's arrow. The ruler must be just, and Rama is the perfect ruler. The ruler must know how to separate facts from lies, listen to the right advice. Pride will lead to his downfall. The Ramakien teaches not only the people but the king to know how to behave, and to give you some examples of the versions that have been added, like the episode of Vali. A good reason is the most important for Thai poets. The Thai poet clarify why Pali must be killed by Rama. The story goes back to the time when Phra Iswan or Ishvara Shiva requested Pali to, can you help me to move this? I don't want to lose the time. The story goes back to Ishwan or Ishvara requested Pali to carry to Sugriv a special urn containing Dara or Tara as the divine gift. The god Narayana warned that Pali might not give Tara to Sugriv. Pali then promised that if he kept her for himself, he was prepared to die by Vishnu arrow. When Pali is hit by Rama's arrow, he is quick enough to hold the arrow from hitting him. Rama reminds him of his pledge, but asks Pali only for half a drop of his blood to fulfill the pledge. Being a true warrior, Pali prefers dying to having a wound not broader than 1/7 part of a hair, as promised by Rama. After giving advice to his brother to serve Rama loyally, he pierces his heart with the arrow and dies. So it means Rama did not kill Pali. And it seems that Thai poets feel that Rama must be fair, and it's Pali's own wish to fulfill the pledge by killing himself. They do not want Rama to kill Pali just because he wants Sugriv to help him to make war with Tosakan. And then we have the many other episodes that you can read in the paper that I think will be published. Let me, I don't know whether the time is pressing. Let me give just another example of the new version. The remarriage of Rama and Sita. The Thai don't like tragedy, they like a happy ending. Instead of ending the Ramakien in the tragedy like in the Ramayana, the Ramakien adds Ishvara's intervention to reconcile Rama and Sita. After misunderstanding between Rama and Sita has to go into exile and so on, Rama is not happy at all, and Ishvara offers to arrange a remarriage between Rama and Sita at his divine abode on Kailash mountain. Sita agrees, and the grand wedding takes place in heaven. Rama and Sita return to earth and continue to rule Ayodhya. We call it Ayodhya in Thai. Although there are more wars, they are fought and won with the helps of Rama's son and brothers and the army of monkeys. There is also the reunion of the extended family. The story ends in the atmosphere of happiness and celebrations. And another thing that I would like to add is that in the Ramakien, there are so many wars, many more than in the Ramayana, because the king, King Rama I, lived at the time of war. he had to fight with all the neighbors around. And so to raise the morale, he adds so many episodes of war that teach the obedience and the loyalty to the king. And you can read that in the episode called Sathasun, and yes, Sathasun war episode. You can read from that. It's very interesting. Now I come to the conclusion. The Ramakien is therefore not a translation work, but a new composition based on the Ramayana from India. It has the Thai identity, which stresses the Buddhist law of karma and the transitoriness, that all are subject to change. Nothing remains permanent. The Ramakien tries to give reason for any action and tries to stress that Rama is righteous and just. It is a poetic work of great merit, expressing Thai worldview in so many ways. The Ramakien has influenced Thai literature as well as Thai language and idioms. It helps create the connection between India, Thailand, and among many countries in Southeast Asia that have their own Ramayana story. The Ramakien promotes good understanding among these countries and each country that share the same culture. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद. रामकियन नए सिरे से लिखा गया है, बुद्धिस्ट